the School of Naturopathy, from the Ayurveda, Sushruta Ayurveda College and Hospital, and Sushruta Nursing College, and all the staff, and then all the people who are concerned with our institutions. We are very happy that you are able to make it here. I welcome you all for these 75th Republic Day celebrations. We are part of S-VYASA. S-VYASA has taken up yoga and its applications for curing the ailments of the world. S-VYASA is not only the institution, it is a power, transforming power. It is developing the students and the teachers for transforming the world in a different manner than the conventional way, the yogic way of life. We are very happy that we as a group coming together celebrating this Republic Day. On this sacred Republic Day, we need to remember the people who have toiled very hard for 3 years after we got the independence in 1947 to draft our constitution. In 1950, we have adopted this constitution, accepting our diversity, accepting our plurality. That is the greatness, and we are thriving. We are the largest democracy in the world. We need to celebrate this Amrit Kal. That's what our Prime Minister Modi ji has very emphatically put in front of all the people in the world at different fora. So we are happy. Once again, I take this privilege of welcoming all of you for this beautiful morning function of celebration of 75th Day of Republic of India. Thank you. I once again, take this opportunity to thank our chief guest and also a guest of honor who have taken time to come and participate in our celebrations. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Now I request Dr. B.R. Ramakrishna, Honorable Vice Chancellor of S-VYASA, to say a few words.
To all, Suprabhatam. Taki. बोलो भारत माता की. Respected Guruji, Chief Guest and the guest of honor of today's function, colleagues, teachers and students. Today, we are assembled here to celebrate 75th Republic Day celebration. You know, Republic Day celebration is the day of exhibiting our strength, exhibiting our achievements, which we have done over these years and particularly for the last 1 year. Friends, the day of expressing our asmita, and are assembled here. I just list out how the new India in the Amrit Kal is empowered to become the world power. India is a country of snake charmers, beggars. Friends, today India is going to be the third power, and just 2 days back it is declared that we are in the 4th position, and in 2027 India becomes in the 2nd place. Ourselves, I would like to place few facts before you. Before that, you know, in our constitution, it said India is sovereign, democratic, socialistic republic. Of late, a term was added called secular. What nonsense secular? India is known for secularism from the day Sanatana Dharma has started. I don't know how the politicians brought the word secular with an objective of appeasement. India, Bharat, is known for secularism. Sarva Dharma Samabhava is in our genes. Sarva Dharma Samabhava is inherited. There is no need to tell again secular. If you add the word secular, it becomes like compound wall. Already there is a wall, there is a fence. You want to add one more? That has been created, and that is the reason why our progress has been retarded to some extent. But dynamic leadership of India today, our Honorable Prime Minister has thrown a light and he has given a hope for all of us. Yes, today we can stand everywhere with rising head. You know, earlier, few days back, back to the present decade, the Westerners, they were not respecting the Indians to the extent today they are doing. Now, everywhere, in every nook and corner, Bharatiyas are respected, and it is because we have shown the achievements in every field. For every nation, India is the 5th largest country in the world by nominal basis and the 3rd largest of purchasing power today. The International Monetary Fund projects an impressive growth of 7.4% India in 2023, and it may be little more in 2024. India is set to achieve 100 billion bioeconomy by 2025. India has emerged as the 2nd largest producer of crude steel in the world. How can you assess a country is progressing? How much of cement, how much of steel you are utilizing, how much of energy you are consuming. Based on that you are assessed. Almost 50,000 kilometers of national highways added in the last few years. The speed of highway construction has reached 37 kilometers per day. This is the best average compared to the world scenario. And all of you know the success of landing Chandrayaan-3 by the Indian Space Research Organization, making India only the 4th country to accomplish the feat. It is also the first to reach the uncharted south pole of Earth's only natural satellite. It has proved India's capability for cost-effective space missions. Today, everyone are looking at for launching their satellites. And the historic tax reformation, many people, many segments are brought to pay the tax today, and in a transparent way. That is the achievement of this country. Introducing a law for a smaller country is very easy. With a population of more than 140, 1,400 million. It is tough time, but India is doing. More than 118,000 Gram Panchayats village councils have access to high-speed broadband because of the Government of India's BharatNet project. Providing network in a small group for a small country is okay. But look at the country's dimension, expansion, India is capable of doing today. Globally, India is number 5th for overall installed renewable energy capacity, 4th for wind power, and 5th for solar power. India is successfully moving towards a digital economy with robust digital infrastructure. even a footpath vendor today can operate through digital. And Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, 19.72 crores bank accounts were opened and 16.2 crore rupee cards have been issued so far. They have been deposited with 28,699.6.5 crores, a record of 1,25,697 bank mitras, that is bank correspondents, have also been deployed. Look at the growth of this country. Government e-marketplace surpass INR 1 lakh crore gross merchandise value milestone is in record time. 10 years ago, 90% of mobiles were imported into India, but now India is exporting. Look at the strength of this country. India's remarkable and successful leadership in G20. It's a record break. G20 has been conducted several places, but the way in which India took leadership under the dynamic leadership of our Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji is unparalleled. And for your information, the world is being ruined by corruption, but our government of India is absolutely corruption free. This is not I am telling, the Western press is telling India is corruption free at the central level. A special road is being built on the mountains of Uttarakhand, which will help devotees to visit our Kailas Manas Sarovar from the Indian territory within a very short time. Maybe it will be inaugurated in 1 or 2 months. Upgraded railways, you know now, totally 72 new stations in Andhra Pradesh alone, in Assam 49, Bihar 86, Gujarat 87 railway stations upgradation has happened. And Vande Bharat Express modern amenities like Wi-Fi, GPS, bio-vacuum toilets, heat ventilation and air conditioning, LED lighting and also CCTV surveillance. If you travel, you will experience how India is progressing. And revival of Khadi business, which has yielded more than 10 lakh crore of turnover. India stands number 3 in the world in startup ecosystem. And the number of patents India has applied for the last 5 years is something remarkable. It has outbeaten the whole world. If you go on listing, India's progress is in vertical. And today is the day you should feel proud of yourself and make a commitment to contribute for the progress and development of this country. At the same time, we should not forget the people who have sacrificed to get this independence and further development. And today, the President of France is in Delhi participating in this function. And we have international collaborations, relationships with every country, and wherever necessary, we have shown our valor and strength. Therefore, this is the right time, and you are all fortunate that you are in that Amrit Kal. And the greatest achievement of this year is Ram Janma Bhoomi Prana Pratishthapan, which has invigorated a sense of unity among all of us. India, as I said, looking for Ramarajya. That Ramarajya is making everyone to peace with harmony, and that is what is known as Sarva Dharma Samabhava. And I congratulate each one of you who have participated in this function. And today, let us make a commitment to contribute and help among ourselves, among everyone, to make this country great and see that this Bharat becomes Vishwaguru in the days to come. Thank you. Namaskar.
I would like to introduce our chief guest, Shri Pankaj Shah, Houston, Texas, USA. He is a chemical engineer from the University of Bombay, where he came 4th in the university. Then he got his master's degree from the University of Oklahoma and the University of Houston in chemical engineering and business administration. He has worked with the Chevron Energy Technology Company for 40 years. He has received many awards working at Chevron. He has mentored early career and senior engineers in technical and soft skills. He is a yoga practitioner and enthusiast who has come to experience firsthand the yogic lifestyle and the glories of S-VYASA. Without further ado, I would request Mr. Pankaj Jha to say a few words.
Thank you for that introduction. Good morning, Suprabhatam, and welcome everybody on this auspicious occasion of India's Republic Day. I want to start out by thanking respected Guruji for providing me the opportunity to talk to you on this momentous 75th Republic Day celebration in India. Some of you might be aware of every year on the eve of Republic Day, the President of India addresses the nation. And for those of you that did not get a chance to listen to that or hear about that presidential address, I wanted to briefly cover some of the highlights from that address. The President mentioned the historical Pran Pratishtha of the idol Lord Sri Ram in the glorious new temple constructed in Ayodhya, and referred to it as a testament to the people's enormous trust in the judicial process. She talked about the achievements of ISRO with regards to the mission to the moon. She talked about the GDP growth rate, where India is leading among the major economies. She talked about the performance at the Asian Games last year, where specifically she mentioned the number of medals that women got for India. And also, as Dr. Ramakrishna mentioned, the G20 summit were among the key achievements of the past year. She further talked about the progress that has been made to achieve the ideal of gender equality when the Parliament passed the historic Women's Reservation Bill. She believes that the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiyanam will prove to be a revolutionary tool for women's empowerment. She reminded the nation that the nation was in early years of Amrit Kal. This was a time of transformation. We are given the golden opportunity to take the country to new heights. She further said that the contribution from every citizen will be crucial to achieve India's goals. As we celebrate the principles that guide India, it is equally important to reflect upon the values that shape our individual journeys. In the tapestry of life, each of you is a unique thread, contributing to the fabric of our society. S-VYASA, with its commitment to holistic well-being, stands as a testament to the transformative power of education. Today, I want to share a few thoughts from my experiences that I hope will inspire you and help you in your journey. So over the next few minutes, I will touch upon a few topics on change, passion, resilience, empathy, and kindness. Firstly, change is a constant in our lives. We should embrace change. Just as the nation evolves, so do our lives. Be open to new ideas. As young folks in the country, that's very important. New challenges, new experiences. It is through this change that we will grow, adapt, and discover the limitless potential within ourselves. Allow me to invoke the words of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. These profound words underscore the transformative power that each of you possess. As you navigate through the intricacies of education and personal growth at S-VYASA, remember that your actions, no matter how small, contribute to the larger canvas of societal change. Secondly, let passion be the compass of your life. Find truly what ignites you, what you feel passionate about, and pursue it with unwavering dedication. Passion is the driving force that transforms work into calling, challenges into opportunities, and dreams into reality. Thirdly, cultivate resilience. Life is a journey filled with ups and downs, highs and lows. It's not about avoiding the setbacks, but what is important is that you face them and learn from them and how you respond to them. Learn from your failures, persevere through the challenges, and emerge stronger on the other side. The spirit of resilience, a quality that shaped the very fabric of the nation, finds resonance in the words of Helen Keller, who was an author and educationist in the United States. She was herself dumb and deaf. She said, although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of overcoming it. S-VYASA not only equips you with the academic prowess, but also instills the fortitude to face the challenges head-on, emerging stronger and wiser. Fourthly, foster empathy. In a world that often feels divided, as Dr. Ramakrishna mentioned, the ability to understand and connect with others is a powerful force for positive change. Empathy builds bridges, creates understanding, and promotes a harmonious society. Lastly, never underestimate the impact of kindness. Acts of kindness, big or small, have the power to create a ripple effect, touching lives in ways you might not realize. Be kind to others, but also be kind to yourself as you explore the journey of life. In the realm of compassion and kindness, the gentle wisdom of Mother Teresa guides us. It is not how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. As you delve into the intricacies of your studies, remember the profound impact kindness, empathy can have on your lives and around you. Let your education extend beyond the textbooks, encompassing the boundless realms of humanity. Finally, let the poetic brilliance of Rabindranath Tagore resonate within your hearts. You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. Your time at S-VYASA is a voyage across the vast sea of knowledge. Seize every opportunity, embark on new challenges, and navigate the currents of current learning with unwavering determination. Swami Vivekananda, the beacon of wisdom, implores us with these words: arise, awake, and stop not until your goal is reached. Your journey here is not merely an academic pursuit, but a quest for knowledge that transcends boundaries. On this Republic Day, remember your contributions to society and to the nation are critical to the success of India's future. Dr. Ramakrishna was talking about all the achievements of India has achieved in the past few years. It is up to you folks, the younger generation, to make sure that we top those achievements in the future. With that, thank you. May your journey at S-VYASA be marked with academic excellence, personal growth, and profound impact on India as well as the whole world. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for this very insightful speech. Now for the patriotic song, I would like to call upon Dr. Arundhati Gore.
व्यक्ति में जगाए राष्ट्र चेतना, व्यक्ति व्यक्ति में जगाए राष्ट्र चेतना, तन मन संस्कार करे यही साधना, तन मन संस्कार करे यही साधना, नित्य साधना, साधना अखंड नित्य साधना, साधना अखंड साधना, नित्य शाखा जानवी पुनीत जलधरा, साधना की पुण्य भूमि शक्ति पीठिका, नित्य शाखा दीप मालिका, रजक कणों में प्रकट दिव्य दीप मालिका, हो तपस्वी के समान संग साधना, नित्य साधना, साधना अखंड साधना, साधना अखंड विश्व की अजय शक्ति ने, जगत हो विनम्र ऐसा शील हमको दे, कष्ट से भरा हुआ ये, कष्ट से भरा हुआ ये पाठ पाठ ले, नारे दे की हो सुरंग हमारी साधना, नित्य साधना, साधना अखंड साधना, नित्य साधना, साधना अखंड शाली संघबद्ध कार्य शक्ति ने, तीव्र अखंड रक्षणार्थ वेद व्रत, स्फुरतः कृपा सुसर साधना, साधना साधना खंड व्यक्ति में जगाए राष्ट्र चेतना, व्यक्ति व्यक्ति में जगाए राष्ट्र चेतना, तन मन संस्कार करे यही साधना, नित्य साधना, साधना खंड साधना, नित्य साधना, साधना खंड साधना, नित्य साधना, साधना खंड
I would request Dr. Manjunath, Pro-Vice Chancellor of S-VYASA, to say a few words.
Namaste and good morning. So, such a pleasant day, pleasant morning to be here. We were just seeing the sunrise, and particularly 2 days in a year, we all get that patriotic feeling in us. One is Independence Day, another is Republic Day. Our Honorable Prime Minister used to say that when yet another day was added for the global calendar, which was International Day of Yoga, so that brought in a kind of a different patriotism for humanity. And probably yoga is one such discipline which unites everyone. That's why we say, Yujyate anena iti yogaha. I am so happy today to bring it to the attention of our Honorable Chief Guest and Guest of Honor and all those who are assembled here. As part of this unity process, we have around 9 countries representing at our program here today. I don't know how many of you are aware that S-VYASA runs a special program called iTech. So iTech program is an international program bringing technology-driven educational programs in India, and recent addition to that whole process is yoga. I take this opportunity and say that it's my privilege to say that we have people from 8 different countries assembled here for this Republic Day celebrations. I request the representatives coming as part of ITEC here to just stand up when I request or mention your country name. Can I request the people coming from Russia? We have the people from Russia here. You can stand up if you are here. 2 of them are represented from Russia. We have biggest representation from Iraq. 9 people from Iraq. Big round of applause for them. Thank you. We have a representative from Syria. Here we go. Thank you. We have another big group as the representation from Mongolia, 8 of them. Mongolia. Thank you. We have good representation from Turkey. Do we have the representatives of Turkey here? We have another representation from Kazakhstan. We also have people from El Salvador. People from Bhutan. Wonderful to see some of you in your own country dress. Thank you. We have people from Uruguay. Thank you. Have I missed somebody? Any country? Please. They're from? No. Chinese. No, not from them.
Apart from that, we have also Chinese.
No, these are from?
You are from where?
Tajikistan. Thank you very much. Also happy to mention, we have representatives from China. They are doing multiple programs here. Do we have anyone here from China? YMU? Okay. So that's the speciality of Prashanti. Tanzania. So that's something very novel, what we always notice, that there is a big demand, because initially we get a list and later the numbers get added in such a big way, then we have to actually say that please join us for the next batch. And the next batch is already ready, and there's another big batch joining for this iTech Yoga Instructor Program at S-VYASA. Many congratulations and thank you very much for being in India, for being at S-VYASA on this most auspicious day, the 75th Republic Day. It's also a great privilege for me to say that there was a big demand that we do represent India. Can I hear the voice of India? Voice of India, this side please. Thank you. What we noticed, thank you. I always remember one of the most gentleman game, which is tennis. okay, particularly at Wimbledon. You are allowed to cheer whenever a player achieves something. But immediately after that, you are also expected to calm down and maintain your silence. Right? Today is a day which was marked by our achievements, which was remembered for greater achievement which made India that special, and whole world started looking at India because this is the biggest democracy in the world, and the constitution what we have adopted has given all that what is needed for a human being to adopt. S-VYASA, in its own very small way, has contributed to this growth part of the growth part of India. Thanks to our Honorable Chancellor, Guruji, Dr. Nagaratna, and many other seniors, including Raghuramji, who is assembled here, who have conceived this whole idea of transforming the world towards a better, healthy place to live, using yoga as the modality, and bring in peace, bring in a kind of universal brotherhoodness. S-VYASA has started its activities as Vyasa in 1984-86 with a well-known publication coming in British Medical Journal on the use of yoga in the management of bronchial asthma. Nobody thought that yoga can be used as an intervention in the management of non-communicable diseases like bronchial asthma. Today, I'm very happy to say that we have the biggest, we don't call it as a hospital, but biggest health home called Arogyadama in the world, using yoga as the main intervention, as the backbone of integrative medicine, thanks to the leaders who have created this. S-VYASA also has its vision very strongly rooted into research. Can you expect none other than Guruji to be giving us the vision, who is a scientist himself, coming with ME PhD from Indian Institute of Science, and who has spent his time all across the world and came back to India to serve the nation. He was at NASA, he was at Imperial College in London, he was at University of British Columbia, and he served as a life worker at Vivekananda Kendra, Kanyakumari. Research has been the backbone, I said, but research has also been the guiding spirit and the light for us. I am proud to be representing that research wing of S-VYASA University, and today, as part of the contributions of S-VYASA, I am very happy to tell you that this is the leading yoga research organization in the world, contributing to 15% of world literature on yoga coming from one institution in India. As I always say, if you have around 8,000 publications in the world on yoga, around 1,000 publications have come from this one institution. Let us all feel proud of it. Guruji has come from NASA. So our Vice Chancellor as well as our Chief Guest mentioned about our Chandrayaan successful Abhiyan. So now yet another small contribution in the same line. S-VYASA probably will be the first university to join a mission to put probably the full-fledged yoga team in International Space Station with collaboration with NASA in a year to come. So this is yet another biggest project what S-VYASA is contributing into various diverse areas of research. We were there in Antarctica some time back, and then we were the first ones to give yoga on the glacier of Antarctica, and that project led to various other projects, and this is an outshoot of such extraordinary projects what S-VYASA has taken. We have also contributed in a much bigger way for education. This is the first ever yoga university, full-fledged yoga university in the world. Give us a big round of applause to the management who thought, under the leadership of Guruji, that yoga can also be brought into higher education. I remember when Guruji said that we should start a yoga university, many people said, yoga, what can you do in yoga for years of education? Because in the West it is known as around 200 hours of learning or 500 hours of learning or yoga therapy for 800 hours. It's all in hours. When you say 2 years, 3 years and 5 years of education in yoga, really people were confused and surprised that is there something to study for so long. And today we are also happy not only in India, S-VYASA and the team of S-VYASA has successfully established yet another university in United States of America based in California, in Los Angeles, in the same name, Vivekananda Yoga University, the first ever full-fledged yoga university outside India. Big round of applause to Guruji once again. This high-tech batch, the alumni of S-VYASA are present now in 118 countries. The biggest number for any yoga institution in the world to having its representatives in 118 countries. Republic Day always reminds us what is that we are offering to the world. India was known for its offerings in the form of peace, in the form of health, in the form of universal brotherhoodness. So we say, always remember one particular shloka which we give all those attributes to one person, Patanjali. Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena. So there are so many areas, yoga, not only yoga, but into healthcare, into grammar, into technology. Ancient Indian culture and tradition has contributed. And today, this is the time to unravel them. Once again, thanks to Guruji, who has created an institution, a center, a specific school for doing research in Vedic technology. Can you imagine the technology related to aeronautics were present thousands of years back in ancient scriptures of India. The technology related to genetics was mentioned in ancient scriptures. All the technology of surgery was mentioned in Ayurveda. So there is so much to unravel, do research and reach it to the world for making it a better place to live. This is a greatest occasion for all of us to be here, celebrate this amazing movement where India has got this greatest of the dimensions which we would like to take it for thousands of years in future, which is our constitution. There are so many people who have contributed in bringing this together, and that also gave us an identity as diversity, as different states and different regions. As it was earlier defined by the British government, but this has identified us with our own unique culture, unique tradition, and it has made us part of this great nation, Bharat. I bring greetings once again to all of you. Let us spread this message of yoga, spread the message of universal brotherhoodness, spread the message of living in a healthy and happy manner, and bringing everyone together and living as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your informative words. Now, I would like to request guest of honor Miss Kelly Heaton, scientist and spiritualist visiting faculty at MIT, USA. Kelly Heaton is a creative polymath known for her combination of visual art, electrical engineering, and spirituality. She designs artistic circuits that use electricity as a metaphor for prana and universal connection. Her art provides a spiritual and ecological experience of electricity, thereby centering technology in the human heart. Kelly is an adjunct professor of electronic art at the Tandon School of Engineering at New York University. She received her Master of Science from the MIT Media Laboratory and her Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies from Yale University. She has undergone yoga teacher training program and regularly practices an American style of Kundalini yoga taught by the Rama Institute. I would request her to say a few words.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here. It's a huge honor to speak to you all on the occasion of India's democracy. This is a topic that has great meaning for me as an American, another of the world's great democracies. Democracy is not something that we can take for granted. It is something that we participate in, and in order to participate and to create the kind of civil society in which we want to live, we must be held accountable to be good citizens and to make good choices, not only for ourselves, but for our fellow citizens and for the citizens of the world. When I was asked to give this speech, I did some research, and I saw a quote by Dr. I'm sorry, now I'm going to forget his name. Ambedkar, I believe is his name, Ambedkar, who ratified the Indian Constitution. And in his quote, he emphasized the importance of empowering the people of a nation in order that they can participate in the democracy so that the country can be led in a right direction. This brings me to my interest in yoga, and one of the reasons that I practice it and one of the reasons that I'm here and that I have for years studied and appreciated Indian philosophy, which is that yoga is the oldest form of technology we know that teaches us how to be a good citizen. Yoga teaches us self-awareness, self-care, compassion, and the ability to expand our aura beyond our own physical body so that through that awareness, we recognize our connection with each other and which the world and the world around us. This is very important, what you're studying here. Your yogic practice, your commitment to yoga, your teaching others yoga is of tremendous importance because you are involved in creating excellent citizens. You are not only taking care of yourself, but you are taking care of each other, and you are developing the awareness to take care of the world around you. That is the kind of practice that creates a great democracy like India. So thank you for your practice. Please continue. So now I'd like to talk a little bit about technology. As I said, yoga is a technology. It is an ancient technology. But as a friend of mine at MIT likes to say, we have the ability as a society to create an ancient future technology. What that means is that it is within our ability as yogis to take what we know from the past, all that matters from our past, all that we have been taught, that we know works, and to bring that into the future. The future of technology doesn't only have to be about computers and machines. It can also be about the technologies that we know from thousands of years of history and practice serve humanity and the earth well. So yoga is a way that we can recenter technology in the human heart. As we progress into an era of artificial intelligence, there will be increasing pressures on us. It will be harder and harder to maintain a sense of your own mind because we will have competition from highly intelligent, non-human forms of information. This is where yoga becomes even more important than ever in human history, that through your practice of yoga, through your cultivation of discipline, self-awareness, and excellence, that you maintain control over your own mind. You maintain control of technology centered on human, heart-centric values. And in this manner, through this ancient future technology, through the disciplined spiritual practice of yoga, we can combine secular science with the values that we know are important for human thriving and for the thriving of non-human living creatures and the world at large. Because we are connected in one consciousness, and yogis know this. Therefore, you are very important leaders in the maintenance of democracy and in the education of people who maybe do not know yoga on these principles which we know to be true and have been proven to be effective for thousands of years. So thank you very much for your practice. Please think about how your practice as a yogi can continue to build a healthy society, also as technology evolves and creates new challenges, and as the climate changes and creates new challenges, the skills that you have will make the world a beautiful place in which to live and will maintain democracy for many future generations in India and the world at large. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kelly, for your kind words. Now, I would like to request Guruji, Dr. H.R. Nagendra, Honorable Chancellor of S-VYASA, to bless us with his wisdom.
My dear brothers and sisters, what a pleasure it is to have in this Republic Day function people from all over the world. Probably it's the first time here in Prashanti you have so many countries being represented. Also, nice to have our Pankajji from Houston in the United States as a chemical engineering, and from Boston, Ms. Kelly coming for this as the chief guest and the guest of honor. We are really delighted that it has become an international forum celebrating the 75th Republic Day function. I congratulate all of you for being present on this very auspicious day. People thought that democracy is the greatest contribution of Britain. But many people may not know that democracy and the dimensions was much earlier established in our country by Basaveshwara. And Basaveshwara gave the constitution for the democracy. And as a mark, we have established Basaveshwara statue in the prime place in London. And in one of the wonderful conferences, the democratic principles that were brought forth by Basaveshwara was deliberated, and the British government also recognized, yes, democracy is not originally started from Britain, but it was already there in India. And that has been translated into a constitution here in the Democratic Republic of India. Already beautifully our Vice Chancellor has brought forth the key features of the difference between Republic Day and Independence Day. In Republic Day, it is the constitution that was brought forth for Democratic Republic and brought forth. As brought forth by our Pro Vice Chancellor, the goal of democracy should be to be together as one big family, the world family, and bringing all different groups, religions, and sects together to harmoniously live together, as Swami Vivekananda has mentioned, bring the concept of universal brotherhood day. And in the Parliament of Religions, Swamiji brought forth his dimension of universal brotherhood day. And he said, the objective of all religions is to see that we work together as one harmonious whole. But what has happened? In the name of religion, he said, we have warred and brought millions of people to die and flown rivers of blood. So he said, let that Parliament of Religions be the last to see that no more wars should come up in the name of religion. But wars have continued. What a shame to see that in the name of not religion, but in the name of the ego and the dominance, wars have started coming up in very, very big way. Therefore, it is time that we have to stop worrying each other and learning to live together as one world family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam was the theme for the G20. Therefore, our Honorable Prime Minister went round the world, and as the President of G20, he brought this concept to be actualized. How to do that? Easy to have the ideas. We have to bring harmony, love and peace. But Swami Vivekananda gave the direction. It is by the practice of yoga. Yoga, chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga is to gain mastery over the mind. Unless we do this thing, any amount of our efforts in terms of conferences of peace and other things will not bring. We have to bring that mastery over the mind. Two dimensions of mastery over the mind, all of you are aware. One, to increase the speed of the mind, faster mind, quicker mind, brilliant mind, creative mind. All that we are doing that in our education system. But the second dimension of calming down the mind, silencing the mind, tranquilizing the mind, going into deeper and deeper levels of silence, into the deeper, deeper levels of samadhi, are the ones which are very necessary to bring a balance. And that's the only one which can bring about the peace on earth. Therefore, recognize this great contribution of our Indian thought. Swami Vivekananda said, we have to bring yoga everywhere. And for the modern times, he also expanded the whole vision of yoga, saying that yoga is not merely Patanjali yoga, which was recognized in our tradition. Yoga means the Patanjali yoga. No? But he said, bhakti, karma and jnana are also the part of yoga to raise us from our normal level to become great super divine human beings and reach the highest level of perfection. Therefore, he expanded the vision of yoga and said 4 streams of yoga: Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga. And Bhagavad Gita became the base text of the entire yoga dimension. So, Swamiji also said there has been great contribution of science and technology the world over, which started as industrial revolution in the United Kingdom and then has been brought forth to great heights by the United States. Let us not neglect that. We have to bring the best of this research into our fore. Therefore, he said, combine the best of the West with the best of the East. Let us all work together to see that we combine both these things. Therefore, this became our mission in this thing. Be and make and combine the best of the East with the best of the West, form the basis for this university here. But research is not only prerogative of United States or the Britain. Research was embedded in our entire yogic tradition, in the spiritual tradition. Jnana Yoga talks about the whole process of Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana and Jnana. Shravana is forming a hypothesis. Manana is designing and working on this thing. Nididhyasana, conducting the experiment. And when it is repeated again and again in different places, different countries, again and again, for decades and centuries, then it becomes the order of the day. And that, in research, we have seen such research goes into textbooks. Similarly, the Jnana Yoga, which used to bring about this entire knowledge base, went into the text. They are called as the Shastras. You know, we have got the Prasthanatraya, 3 dimensions of research culminated in the text. Shruti Prasthana, Smriti Prasthana, Nyaya Prasthana. Shruti Prasthana is contained in all Upanishads. And thousands of Upanishads are there, and new Upanishads also can come based on the research that comes out. And continuous research things were going on in the country, and various dimensions of research were brought forth. And then how to bring it into our normal people? We have the Smriti Prasthana, that is the Bhagavad Gita, Yagnavalkya Smriti, Manusmriti, and many other Smriti Prasthana. This is the edited version of the knowledge base that have been put forth in scientific research. For example, we conduct a lot of research, and this all goes in the best of the international journals, national journals, but it has to be brought into practice. And that is the dimension of what we call as the Smriti Prasthana. And then it has to go down to the lowest levels. Even the unread people and uneducated people also should get this thing. Therefore, we have the dimension in the form of Puranas, mythic epics, Puranas, and other things. Then any knowledge base, it has to stand the test of time. It has to be brought into the logical framework, mathematical framework, and that is the Nyaya Prasthana. Nyaya Prasthana is the Brahma Sutra. Therefore, by these 3 things, our research base was established in our country thousands of years back. And what is the main dimension that our ancient people did this? No? It is by expanding the total vision. The whole vision of the creation were understood. Compared to what we have done in modern scientific research over 400 years, what we have done is essentially understood everything about the physical world. And science is slowly moving from the Annamaya Kosha towards the Pranamaya Kosha, to move from the physical to the bioplasmic, biological systems, to understand what is it that we call as prana. What is it that we find the difference between dead body and the living body? In the living body, how the prana is managed. What are the laws that govern them? What is it made of? This is where science is moving. But thousands of years back in our country, they understood the whole thing. The entire world is not only the physical, but we have 5 layers. This physical world is the electromagnetic field that we have understood today, the energy field, and then we have the bioplasmic field, that is the pranamaya kosha, then we have the astral or the mind field, then we have the information, the intellectual field, and the bliss field. All these 5 fields, one subtler and then causal, then the other thing, they're all in continual interaction. And that is called the Jagat, that is called the whole creation. Therefore, into this knowledge base, the modern science has to move. Therefore, India has the greatest contribution, giving direction to the whole world in form of research, and they have to go further into this thing. If it took 400 years for us in this world to understand the physical world, how long it takes to understand the whole creation. Therefore, challenges have really been the boons for the entire dimension. NCDs, non-communicable diseases, have been the real boon for humanity to go beyond the physical, to understand what is prana, what is mind, emotions, intellect, and beyond. Into that totality of knowledge base, the whole scriptures are repositories. If Patanjali has given the 3 dimensions, that is the yoga, the Ayurveda, and the grammar, Varaha Mihira has given astronomy, astrology, and also solid dimension, 3 dimensions, mathematics, astronomy, and the astrology. And here we have started the new project, Varaha Mihira Advanced Center for Vedic Technology Research, which is mentioned with Dr. Ramchandra Bhatt and the team of our excellent people. We have taken up this dimension to unravel the mysteries, just like we have unraveled the mysteries of yoga, of the Patanjali Yoga and other dimensions. We are unraveling the deeper dimensions of astrology also to see that how it can help us to understand the deeper and subtler dimensions of this entire universe. This is the direction that we have to do in the world at large. And on this Republic Day, we have the great minds who have joined here, and we are going to take this further into the deeper dimensions of the entire knowledge base. And that is what India is. Therefore, India's development, which is taking place, as mentioned earlier by our Vice Chancellor Ramakrishnaji, is not only the physical, but it is developing in all fronts into bringing into the health scenario and into the growth scenario to bring harmony, love and affection. And for this purpose, we have the great Ayodhya, which has come up, which is an embodiment of the total knowledge base, Sri Rama's thing to bring the Ramarajya into action. And Ramarajya will bring the whole world into one single family with harmony, love, affection, and peace. And that is what India is, and that's what India is going to give to the world at large. Other countries came and occupied different countries, but what did they do? They wanted to dominate and rule over this thing. But Indians, we went all over the world, and we never wanted to rule anything. We wanted to bring harmony, love, affection, and peace through the system of yoga and the great knowledge base that we have, and the methodology, science of holistic living, has been brought forth. And that's what India is doing. And on this Republic Day, let us all remember the greatest contribution of not only the people who brought freedom, but all those rishis, maharshis, brahmarshis, rajarshis, who brought this whole knowledge base to the forefront to spread all over the world, and see that it comes back again to bring such a wonderful one single world family. And I praise and record the great contribution of all our faculty members and others who have been working incessantly to see that this knowledge base is brought forth to more and more people, and our brilliant students who have started coming to our university will expand this in an exponential way, bringing thousands and thousands of research papers on one front and books and others to see that this knowledge base is brought forth to the people at large to establish that Vasudha Eva Kutumbakam, one world family. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Guruji, for your wise words. Now I request Dr. Vasudev Vaidya, Deputy Registrar of S-VYASA, for the vote of thanks.
Very good morning to all. Bharat Mata Ki. Bharat Mata Ki. Respected dignitaries on the stage and off the stage, my dear faculty on the stage, little bit back of the stage, my dear students who are sitting on the right side of the stage, and my dear students who are making morning walking here and there also. Today it's my pleasure to give a vote of thanks on this special day. We are blessed today because we are blessed with a master of yoga. He is a not only master, he is a master of master, and he is a Indra. Indra, the emperor of Naga. Naga is the Sarpa, the Kundalini, that is Raja Yoga. He is the king of Raja Yoga, that is Nagendra ji. I thank Nagendra ji, our Guruji, wholeheartedly for motivating us, blessing us, not only today, from decades of years. He has been motivating us, not only in university, throughout the world, the yoga on the scientific basis. We thank you, Guruji. The Chauran Energy Technology Company is a company which stands very high for the innovation in artificial intelligence and machine learning in the field of the natural energy, the gas and oils. It stands high among all MNCs in the world because of its uniqueness. Just like the lotus, the flower, how it stands high, its beauty and sacredness. The lotus in Sanskrit means Pankaja. So here we have Pankaj Sinha ji. Here he has given a wonderful, the glory of India with lot of statistics. He presented us. We thank you very much, Pankaj ji, coming from all the way from the US and
given enlightened for all of our students and faculty. I request the dignitaries to honor him. Thank you, one and all. The electronic art is the art. It's a modern art. It's a digital art. The things which we cannot make in traditional art, we can do it in the modern art. So we have Miss Kelly Heaton, Adjunct Professor of Electronic Art and Tendon School of Engineering. We thank you, madam, for coming all the way and enlighten us. Thank you, sir. Thank you. In Ramayana, Treta Yuga, the Rama stands for the modelness, model as a model son, model husband, and he gives the dharma. And in Dwapara Yuga as a Krishna, he shows us how we have to make a strategy. In Ramayana, Rama wins the war with lot of astras. In Dwapara Yuga, Krishna, not even using a single astra, he won the war. The out-of-box thinking. So we have both today. We needed in Kali Yuga, Rama and Krishna. That is Ram Krishna, sir. We thank our Honorable VC, sir, Dr. B.R. Ramkrishna ji, for giving us a motivational speech and presented a glory of India with lot of statistics. We thank you very much, sir. The Himalaya, which gives the glory and name and fame to the India, and also it acts as a BSF, Border Security Force. The Himalaya uniqueness is the same, matching us in Anveshana, which gives the glory, name and fame to Prashanti. The owner of the Manju, the Himalaya, is Manjunath. Here also, the owner of Anveshana is Manjunath. So I thank Manjunath, sir, for giving us a wonderful speech and identifying foreign and motivating all of us. Thank you very much, sir. So we have got Lord Dhanvantari, Lakshmi, everything through the Samudra Manthan. Then equally, same day we have got the poison, Visha. There comes the Lord Shiva, Shankara, and becomes the Vishakanta and give the fish. Shang means peace, Kara means gives. And also, he does the Shiva Tandav Nritya when indiscipline is there. So we have Shiva Shankara Sai. Thus, doing all the activities of administrative, taking the halala of administration, giving the peace all of us. That is Shiva Shankara. We thank you, sir, for your support. We have one more pearl of yoga, the pearl of Naga, that is Nagaratna. Nagaratna Didi is here. I thank Nagaratna Didi. And real Ram is also here, Raghuramji. I thank both of you coming and motivating us. Your presence itself is motivating for us. I thank all the principals of all the institutions. School of Yoga, School of Naturopathy, School of Physiotherapy, Shushatadik Medical College and Hospital and Nursing, for motivating all the faculty and students. So they motivated such a way that, so we faced a shortage of chairs. For that we apologize from administration. Next time you will arrange 1,000, 2,000 chairs. So they motivated like that. Somehow we got some place here. We thank all the principals for your motivation, getting all faculty here and students here. We also thank, without the Surya Kirana, the day will not start. Like that we have our Kiranji, the sports director, who has taken the responsibility of this special day from yesterday, working hard, and he cleared it very successfully. We thank you for your dedication and hard work. We also thank all our foreign students who made us national event to international event. So we thank you so much for your presence and coming here. We also thank all the students of all the institutions coming out in a huge number and making this function very successfully and made us to think. And we cannot gauge your patriotism. Your patriotism very high, such a huge number you have arrived. Definitely next time we will compliment your patriotism. Thank you so much, one and all. I thank all our camera, mic and everybody who have made this function highly successful. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Everyone, please raise for Vande Mataram.
वन्दे मातर सुजला मलयज शीतलां सस्यश्यामलां मातरं वन्दे मातर शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना सुहासिनीं सुमधुरभाषिणीं सुखदां वरदां वन्दे मातर वन्दे मातर वन्दे. Have a nice day.
Seat distribution and left and right side of the helipad. Please go in a line.